Welcome to this explainer. Let's get right into it, because today we are tackling a topic that generates a massive amount of debate, and frankly, a whole lot of misinformation in the IT and privacy communities. We are decoding the reality of Windows 11 telemetry. Specifically, we're zooming in on the Enterprise Edition, separating the myths from the facts to find out exactly what administrators can genuinely control and what they absolutely cannot.
To set the stage, I want you to think about this question for a second. What actually happens when you force Windows 11 to just stop talking? Sounds like a total privacy win, right? But framing it this way exposes a huge, fundamental trade-off that defines the entire Windows data collection model. It's this constant tug-of-war between complete data privacy on one hand and system functionality and supportability on the other.
Okay, let's dive into this. Here is our roadmap for today. First, the Windows telemetry tension. Second, the edition divide. Third, enterprise control, setting 0. Fourth, unblockable endpoints and data. And finally, the troubleshooting trade-off.
Section 1. The Windows telemetry tension. Privacy versus system reliability.
A lot of the debate over telemetry comes from treating it like this malicious buzzword or some sort of shadowy data vacuum. But from an engineering standpoint, it's actually a layered stack of policies and services. This is primarily handled by the Connected User Experiences and Telemetry Service, which you might know historically as DiagTrack. Microsoft views this data stream as absolutely vital. They literally rely on it for patching bugs, securing devices against new malware vectors, and just keeping the OS healthy. On the flip side, privacy advocates and a lot of enterprise security teams often view it as, well, overly chatty. The big takeaway here is that it's a layered stack. It is not a simple on-off switch that you can just flip and forget about.
To see how this works in practice, we have to look at how Microsoft actually categorizes this data. Over on the left, we've got required diagnostic data. This is the bare minimum information needed to keep the device secure and operating normally. Stuff like basic device specs and simple crash signals. Then on the right, we have optional diagnostic data. This is the much richer context: app usage, tailored experiences, and those deep dive memory crash reports. And here is why this is absolutely crucial. If you go into your Windows settings and flip off that optional toggle, the required data on the left is still flowing back to Microsoft. That toggle just doesn't stop the baseline stream.
Section 2. The edition divide. Not all windows are created equal.
So if the settings toggle doesn't stop the required data, what does? Well, it turns out your power to control this flow is strictly partitioned by your OS version. Looking at the left, Home and Pro editions are policy limited. They enforce a mandatory required data floor for consumer and small business editions to make sure Microsoft keeps getting consistent product health signals. You literally cannot fully extinguish telemetry natively here. But shift your attention to Enterprise and Education on the right. They feature a totally unique security level that can genuinely disable the diagnostic data stream. This is a massive point of confusion. Countless consumer privacy guides online falsely promise total data blackouts on home editions, when in reality, only enterprise and server users hold the keys to that particular kingdom.
And this distinction perfectly highlights a core rule of Windows management. The Settings app toggle is really merely a user preference, but administrative policy is what the operating system must actually obey. If you're an enterprise admin and you force a registry policy to throttle telemetry, your users might notice that the toggle in their Settings app suddenly turns gray. That isn't a bug. That's visual proof that your administrative policy has taken absolute precedence over local user preference.
Section 3. Enterprise Control. Setting 0. The mechanics of the registry. So the crucial point is, how do enterprise admins physically enforce this restriction? It all comes down to the mechanics of the Windows registry, and specifically the number 0. In the world of Windows telemetry policies, 0 is basically the holy grail for privacy. It represents the exclusive security diagnostic level, and again, it is only respected by Enterprise, Education, and Server editions.
Let's look at how these allowed telemetry registry values map out. If you set it to 3, you're at the full level. Drop down to 2, and it's enhanced. At 1, you hit Basic, and remember, 1 is the absolute lowest floor for Home and Pro editions. You can't go lower than that. But if you have an enterprise environment, check out that top row. Setting that registry value to 0 locks the machine into the security level, which effectively cuts off that standard diagnostic data stream we were talking about earlier. For the IT professionals tuning in, here's the exact machine-wide workflow to make this happen. First, open the registry editor as an administrator. Step 2, and please, seriously, never skip this unless you genuinely enjoy rebuilding machines from scratch, back up the registry branch, because policy keys have system-wide effects. Step 3, navigate to Local Machine, Software, Policies, Microsoft, Windows, and into Data Collection. Step 4, create or edit a 32-bit D-word named Allow Telemetry. And finally, Step 5, set that value to 0 and restart the PC so Windows applies it right at boot. By doing this, an enterprise admin successfully throttles the primary telemetry engine.
Section 4. Unblockable endpoints and data. Visualizing the undifferentiated blob.
Now, you might be wondering, does setting that value to 0 mean the machine goes completely dark and silent on the network? Not at all. People kind of tend to treat telemetry as this one giant undifferentiated blob of spyware. But an operating system inherently generates required baseline events just to stay alive. Look at these highly specific metadata events pulled directly from Microsoft's required diagnostic documentation. You've got appraiser events, verifying object types on the client device to keep Windows up to date. You have system reset events, checking for embedded SIMs. You've got store events, ensuring secure app framework updates, right alongside setup and driver installation logs. This proves that this data isn't just some vague cloud. It's the actual structural scaffolding required to keep the OS running, updating, and recognizing hardware.
And to facilitate those baseline events, Windows 11 Enterprise absolutely must reach specific network endpoints. Notice the required URLs for these core components. Windows Error Reporting talks to watson.microsoft.com. Defender Cloud Protection needs wdcp.microsoft.com. Windows Update relies on windowsupdate.com. If an enterprise admin decides to go rogue, moving beyond the registry and using a network firewall or DNS sinkhole to violently block these specific endpoints, they aren't just improving privacy, they are actively severing the operating system's core functionality.
Which brings us to Section 5, the troubleshooting trade-off, the cost of total privacy. When an enterprise decides to aggressively block data and endpoints, it is never just a privacy decision, it's a strict operational trade-off that impacts the entire IT department. Microsoft's own endpoint documentation brilliantly illustrates this stance, saying, if you turn off traffic for these endpoints, the device can't connect to Windows Update and Microsoft Update to help keep the device secure. By chasing total network silence and blocking those URLs we just looked at, you literally break Windows Update, you blind Defender Cloud Protection, and you leave your entire fleet of enterprise devices incredibly vulnerable to emerging threats. So, what does this all mean for you as a focused learner or an IT admin? Well, the practical takeaway is that the ultimate goal here is shrinking the data stream to an acceptable baseline, not pretending it can magically disappear entirely. On Windows 11 Enterprise, using the registry to set Allow Telemetry to 0 gives you excellent privacy control without breaking the machine. But taking a scorched earth approach and blocking all Microsoft network traffic, that breaks supportability, stops security patches in their tracks, and makes troubleshooting pretty much impossible.
Which leaves us with a final provocative question to consider regarding your own setups. Is the cost of total privacy really worth the loss of system support and crucial security patches? It's a permanent tension between enterprise privacy and operational health, and finding the right balance is the true job of a modern administrator. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer. Keep learning, keep questioning, and we'll see you next time.